Hey, group therapy. My last video was terrible. And it was terrible. And I realized the reason it was terrible is that I was talking about me and things I specifically like. And it was a selfish act on my part. And I mean to correct it by this video. By doing one thing you should know about each of you guys. It was the same thing that Claire and Mitchell did I think 2 weeks ago, but I'm just doing it delayed because I'm slow on the uptake. We'll start with Claire. One thing you should know about Claire is Mitchell said that she doesn't really have that voice inside of her head. I like to choose, my theory on Claire is that she just really loves life. Like, really, really loves life and likes taking every opportunity to enjoy life to the fullest. And that is the mistakes and the right choices. So, that's one of the reasons I like her. I feel like many people, they say they love life, but I feel like they only choose life as an alternative to the unknowingness of death, which is scary for everyone. But I feel like Claire really, really loves living, not just as an alternative, but as her first choice in everything, and that's why she's so impulsive. That's my theory on Claire. Obviously, probably when she hears this, and she's like, that's not gonna be me at all, or something dramatic. I don't think she likes to be fully understood as a person, which is fine. It makes her very interesting. Mitchell. One thing you should know about Mitchell is that he is my parents' favorite. I hate to bum the rest of you guys out, but my parents really love him. And it was because, it's not just because Mitchell is Mitchell. It's partially because Mitchell's Mitchell, but mostly because Mitchell is such a freaking good brown noser. Seriously, I don't know if you guys witnessed this back in the high school days, but whenever my mom fed him, it was just a slew of compliments and thank yous. It baffled my mom. It made me look like an ungrateful daughter, basically. And I think my dad likes Mitchell as much because my dad doesn't hang around that much. He didn't hang around you guys that much. Not that he didn't like you. It's just he's more of a recluse. Let's say that. But anyways, I think he likes Mitchell because they both dress really well. I know that sounds like a crackpot theory, but I feel like there's this code among men that dress well, that they respect each other. It's like the bro nod whenever you that guys do, apparently, when they see their bros. They do the head nod. Go to Anne Marie. I like to think of Anne Marie as the sugar on plain Cheerios. I mean, you could just get Honey Nut Cheerios, but that would require us to change our whole beings. And we just like to be plain Cheerios that aren't very dramatic. Putting Anne Marie in our friend group kind of cures the lack of dramaticness in our group, it's a lovely dynamic. In every friend group I've been in, I've always needed someone dramatic. Before Anne Marie, it was Marianne. And trust me, Anne Marie, I like you much better. Frankly, I didn't really understand half the things that Marianne said. You were much better, and you actually enjoy Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is another awesome thing about you. For the life of me, I can't make you watch all the episodes, but at least you appreciate it on some level. So, Sarah. She is like, going off ridiculous metaphors I give people, she is When I think of Sarah, I think of a beautifully bound encyclopedia with very soft pages that would never possibly ever give you a paper cut. I know that sounds like a ridiculously specific metaphor, but each reason. I say that she's an encyclopedia because she knows so much. I feel like she is incredibly knowledgeable in everything, and I say that she's very pretty. I will also say that. I mean, very pretty. And she's very nice. Basically, she's everything that I would want to be, but I can't possibly be jealous of her because she's so freaking nice. And so freaking motherly nice. It's impossible to hate her. So, that's my deal why I like Sarah so much. She's just so freaking adorable. Continuing down the line, Tayshay. I won't give her a ridiculous metaphor. But when I do think of Tayshay, I think of creativity. Mostly because when I first met Tayshay, it was in a math class, which is like the least creative place you could ever be. But somehow in there, we had a blast. That's where I met her. And we just were cracking up in the back of the classroom. It was by far the funnest math class I ever went to. And we would just create like crazy. I think we figured out we could both draw. And so we just created crazy characters in crazy worlds. And I learned about her box of doom. Her box of doom is this pencil box that always breaks. It broke like, I think at least 7 times since I've known her. I don't even know how. It is always broken, and it it was just crazy. It spelled doom for every pencil box labeled the box of doom. Going down the line, I think Michael is the last one that I have to speak about. Which is fitting, because Michael is basically, among all my friends, I think I have the least in common with Michael. For one reason. The reason he loves video games so much. And that is the one nerdy thing that I don't do. Don't do video games. I mean, I play Just Dance on the Wii, but I feel like that doesn't count very much. I feel like Michael would probably scoff at my skills. He's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like people give him the air of superiority. They say that he has the air of superiority. I don't feel it that much. I mean, because everything he has the air of superiority about, I'm not really interested in, like video games. He says he's player 1 out of everyone, and I have no concept of how difficult that was or how impressive that is. I'm sorry, Michael. Your brags are a little lost on me. I'm so sorry. Also, the thing you should know, I often call Michael the child prodigy, because one time I was at his house and his dad came down and started bragging about Michael as a kid playing video games. I've never heard a parent brag about their kids playing video games, but this parent was really proud of how skilled Michael was as a video gamer. So I always say he's the child prodigy. Yeah. I think... No, that isn't everyone. Haha! The person I missed was Naomi, obviously. I don't know how I could forget her. This is disastrous, but at least no, I didn't forget, essentially, for the most part. I left you last because you were the best. You can just say that. Me and Naomi became friends in Party City. which is one of the craziest places to become friends. I'll probably tell that story later. But I don't know. I always see her as the friend that we're writing buddies. We're like Coleridge and Wordsworth, which I'm sure there are other writing people that were buddies, but I feel like, I don't know. She reads my stories and I read hers, and it's just an awesome relationship because we both give each other critiques without being like unnecessarily nice or unnecessarily mean. And it comes from a place where I know she means well, basically, when she tells me, you should really stop using so many italics. I know, I'm like, okay. She cuts me with her words because she cares. Or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, it's just a fantastic feeling of having someone, because I'm so self-conscious about my stories. It's a fantastic feeling having someone read them and look them over and actually care about your characters and your stories. It's just a fantastic feeling, and I think that's why she's one of my favorite friends. They're all my favorite friends. No, that's not. I mean, I have other friends, but you guys are pretty much my favorites. So. Anyways, this is where the video draws to an end. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anyone, but if I did, I'm really sorry. News update. I have sent your Christmas presents, and they are all at Naomi's house, so you should pick them up from her. They're all the same. I mean, they're all different. Not to disappoint you, I didn't really get you individual things, mostly because I'm poor. But they're all things that come from the heart, and I really hope you enjoy them. And I wish I was there for Christmas and New Year's and every other day of the year. But I can't be. Well, I hope this video has proved to you how awesome you guys are in my eyes, but I'll chat with you next week.